Well, hello. So welcome to the very first video of the Sountrax YouTube channel. So we're going to start this channel, and it's going to be a place where we do videos that are loosely based on the store, Sountrax Records in Morristown, Tennessee, East Tennessee, about 20 minutes northeast of Knoxville and the greater Knoxville market. Okay? That's what this channel is going to be about. So we're going to have some fun with this. So we're not going to do stuff like, just show you the new releases. We might talk about some new releases, but we do the Fresh Tracks for Friday Flip video on Facebook for that. So we're probably not going to do a long hour video and talk about every new release that comes out. That's already been done. We're probably not going to talk about albums that you already know about, or at least, unless they're like one of my favorites and I want to talk about them myself. Like, do you really need another video on Dark Side of the Moon? Do you really need that? There's enough videos about that record on YouTube right now today. You could probably search that and hit like 50 of them. So that's not what this channel is going to be. This channel is going to be more about, let's see, stuff like, why do you have a car in your video? Like, what is that? And what does it do? Or maybe something like, how do those things even work? What's the idea behind them? What do they sound like? Or maybe something like, what's the coolest dollar record in the dollar record bin? Yeah, we want to do stuff like that. Another thing we want to do is we want to talk about the historical significance of the music, possibly. Let me give you an example. Nobody's rushing in here to buy this album. I've probably had it in inventory for 2 years. But there's some history on this song right here. Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. And I don't want to take away a whole video, because I could do a whole video on it. But in the 70s, when Iran was holding Americans as hostage and we were fighting to get them out and trying and negotiating and doing different things to get them out, that song was being played all over the radio everywhere. And people were putting yellow ribbons around trees in neighborhoods, even people that didn't know the hostages personally. And the idea was, we're pulling for you, we're rooting for you, and we're tying a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree until you get it home, because we're on your side and we want you home. So there's historical significance about that song, and that's not even the year that song came out. So stuff like that. We want to do stuff like that. Make that interesting. To me, music is life, life is music. It always has been. You can have a really cool event happening in your life and the right song come out at the right moment, and it just super duper enhances that. It's like when my wife and I went to New Orleans a couple weeks ago, and the very first bar we walk into, it's a jazz bar, and this guy's just sitting at the piano, and he's just playing some random jazz songs at the piano, and then all of a sudden he starts into House of the Rising Sun. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun. So you're sitting there in New Orleans, you just got to town, you're a little road weary, you just put some food in your stomach, you got your first old-fashioned in front of you, and all of a sudden some guy starts playing House of the Rising Sun. That moment in music makes that moment in life just that much better. So we want to talk about stuff like that. So that's kind of some of the things that we're going to talk about here on the channel. We'll talk about things that are going on in the store. We'll spotlight things. We'll spotlight the video room. We'll spotlight the music equipment room, and maybe even pieces of the equipment. We'll spotlight certain records, but we're going to spotlight them. We're not just going to talk about them as like a review. I'm going to try to make it a little bit more personal than that, if I may. And you know what else we want to do? We want you to tell us about your favorite record, first record that holds a special place in your life or in your heart and in your mind. We want you to do a video and send it to us and let us post it. And we want to pull you into our community, because you are. I mean, you are our community. You're what make us. Without you guys, we're not even here, right? It's just me hanging out in my basement playing records. Nothing wrong with that. Did that a lot of years. I love that. It's one of my favorite things in life to do, but I love the store too. I love when people come in. Just had a guy in here today, and we just sat and talked about shows we went and saw and ticket stubs that we still have, and how nobody has it anymore. Now you go and it's on your phone, and after the show's over, you don't have that piece of paper to remind you of the show. You're not going to pull it out of a shoebox 30 years from now. And so I want to hear stories like that from you guys. The first show you went to, the first concert you saw, the person that inspired you to learn how to play guitar, learn how to play drums, or made you want to be a singer, or just stuff like that. I want to hear these stories from you guys. So send us your videos. You don't even need me to ask you. You don't need me to tap you or reach out to you or email you and ask you. Just send them. Start sending them. And if you don't, when you come into the store, I'm going to bug you. I'm going to be like, man, do me a video. Make me a video. And if you don't want to do a video, then we're going to sit down and we're going to talk to you. We're going to invite you to come and sit down, and we'll do like a podcast type thing, and we'll record it where we talk to you about these things and we ask you about these things. I want to make you guys a part of this channel. Now, I don't know if that's going to work because I got to have willing participants, right? We got to time it. We got to schedule it. We got to be able to get together, all that kind of stuff. Or you got to have the time, and then you got to send it to me. So I don't know if that's going to work or not, but that's the idea. That's some of the ideas that we have for this channel, and that's what we want to do with this channel. I promise you we're not going to have 45-minute, hour and a half videos. I love watching videos online about vinyl. I love watching videos from other record stores. I love seeing other people's collections. Once you get past a half hour, though, dude, I've checked out. So I'm going to try not to do that to you. Nobody wants to sit and listen to this face talk for an hour and a half and just ramble on. Turn one show into like 5, okay? Show me one record, then another, then another, then another, rather than trying to fit it all into one show. And I know why they do that, because they're looking for clicks and they're looking for advertising dollars. And they want to make a little bit of money at it. And I hope we do here too. I hope it's a good kick in the butt to go alongside the store, but that's not my number one goal. My number one goal is we want to share our love and our passion of the music and what we do here every day with you guys. And we want you guys to share your love and your passion of your music with us. And we want to bring the two together, and we want to connect. And when we're not doing that, we want to talk about the store and why we do some of the things in the store that we do, and where some of the ideas came from, and what some of the stuff is, and what you actually use it for, and how real players work, and that kind of thing. So that's going to kind of be the gist of the video channel. We hope that you'll give us a like now. So yeah, you're going to hear me say this a lot. Everybody's always asking for the like, the follow, and ring the bell, right? So yeah, give us a like, give us a follow, ring the bell, tell your friends, share us, talk to people about it, etc., etc., etc. And let's see if we can grow this thing into something. So we probably won't really be reaching out to other people right away because we want to get some audience, right? We want to build an audience. But we'll try to, post these videos as often as we can. We hope to at some point be regular in what we're doing, and just have a fun time with it. Have a fun time with this channel. Now, I DJ'd for a lot of years, and like high school, a junior in high school, I did my first show because the DJ that the drama club had hired, and I'll tell you this story one day, but he didn't show up. So then that turned to that, and that turned to that, and I ended up DJing a show. And I'm not going to give you the whole story because I think that'd be a fun show to talk about, and we can pull out some music, and we can talk about the history of some songs as we do that show, right? So that's going to be another episode. But anyway, I said all that to say this. My DJ name was Shock Jock. So I have an email set up, Shock Jock, SHOKJOK. There's no C's because it was radio and you couldn't see me. But it's not going to work that way anymore. Now we're going to do video, and I'm going to kick that channel off as well. And that's where you're going to hear my reviews. That's where I'm going to talk about Dark Side of the Moon for the 100 millionth time and what my thoughts are on it. And that's where you're going to hear stories and lists and rankings, top 10 this, top 10 that, top 5 that. So that's going to be a whole nother channel that's going on along with the Sountrax channel. And I'm going to try not to blur the lines. I'm going to try not to make one the same as the other. We're going to try to keep them quite different. But I want to tell you about that channel as well, because that one's going to be fun too. And we're going to have a good time with that one. And do some radio shows online, and we'll tie in the Shock Jock channel to the radio shows we do. Like, let's say we're doing a theme on the YouTube show. Then that following Thursday, you'll be able to tune in to Theme Thursday and hear us play the music on the internet radio to go with the theme. So it's going to be that kind of thing. So the two channels kicking off simultaneously here this week. Been wanting to do this for a long time, ever since we opened here in Morristown. So it's going all the way back to March, and different ideas on it. It's changed what it looks like in my head many times, and it'll probably change again. So what we end up being may not be what I'm describing to you, but you got to start somewhere. So I thought, well, the first video we'll do is just an introductory video. We'll talk about the channels. We'll talk about getting them started. We'll beg for likes. We'll beg for follows. We'll beg for subscribers, right? We'll do all that kind of stuff, and then we'll move forward from there. So here we are. So thanks for watching today. This one should come in about 10-11 minutes, by the time we get the intro on there and the outro and et cetera, et cetera. We'll plug the store a little bit. Absolutely. This is a store, and we got to make money. We're not here anymore, and we love being here, so we want to make money. I don't need to get rich, but I got to pay the bills and that kind of thing, and pull my weight around the house, that kind of stuff. So we'll talk about some sales we got going on from time to time, and we'll probably talk about the website and stuff that you can pre-order and you can get off the website and that kind of thing. So, but we'll try not to. Well, I promise you, I won't turn it into like just a sales pitch, because I don't want it to be just a sales pitch, right? We'll tell you about it, we'll talk about it, but we're not just going to try to sell you. We want to have some fun on this channel, and again, make it a music community channel. And got some connections with some people. Maybe we'll get some names on here to talk to. I don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I've been trying to make it perfect and get all these things lined up and get all these shows scheduled and everything before I get started, and it just isn't working. It just isn't happening. You know, I'm needed here at the store, something happens at the store, something happens at home, and I just don't have the time or whatever. So I decided, you know, screw it, I'm just jumping in. We're just going to, my whole life, that's how I've done everything in my whole life. I just jump in. I get an idea, and I plan it, and I plan it, and I plan it, and I plan it, and best laid plans fall by the wayside. So when I really want to do it, I just jump in. Sink or swim, here we go. And I tell you, looking back on my life, if I had to give advice to younger me, it's like, dude, just trust your gut and jump in every time. Don't even, like, all the times you didn't, or all the times you waited so long to do it, just freaking do it. Trust your gut and jump in. That would be what I would tell my younger me. All right, so that's the gist of the channel. Thanks for watching this one. Again, share it with your friends. Give us a like, give us a follow, ring the bell, do all the things. And we'll post on Facebook and Instagram when we've posted new ones. So that way, until we build a little bit of a following, you'll know that it's there. And we'll try to get a TikTok going so that we can post on there as well. And we're just going to have a blast with this. It's just going to be a good time. So thanks for watching this one. I've already got my next one in mind. So we'll probably try to get that one made this week and get it up and running real quick. And we'll go from there. So here we are. Sountrax Records, Morristown, Tennessee. My name's Dave. Thanks for watching, and I hope that we get to share many more videos here. Your comments are welcome, your suggestions are welcome, your thoughts are welcome, and your videos are welcome. Make us a video. Put it on your phone and shoot it to me. If you don't know how to get it here, holler at me. I got Dropbox. I've got Google Drive. Heck, we'll set up shared folders if we have to. Whatever we got to do. Get your videos to us. Let us post. We want to know. We want to know your favorite record. We want to know your first record, your first show, your favorite song, your favorite artist, your favorite guitarist. We want to know all these things. So do that. Favorite memory, all that kind of stuff. We want to know it. So do videos and send them to us. And we'll get them posted here on the YouTube channel. So I think that's all I got today. Have a great day. Keep on rocking, and we'll see you soon.